Well, hello, all of my students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to another episode of Improved English with Jay. This is episode number 17. So I definitely appreciate you guys hanging out with me where I have the opportunity to continue to help you with your English fluency, comprehension, and improve your English vocabulary. As always, I have links down in the description to some of my other English lessons here on the channel that can help you to improve your English. So be sure to take advantage of those. So if this is your first time watching the podcast, I usually go through some English news stories, or actually I teach you English through recent news stories, and I have been enjoying this format as I have been reading that you guys have as well. So we're going to continue that again with episode number 17. Now, let me say this before we dive into today's article. Hello to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing and letting me know where you are listening and watching from. As a matter of fact, if you haven't done that, let me know down in the comments section where you're watching from. And let's dive into today's story. Okay, here's the headline. Taco Bell's retirement community memberships sold out in less than 3 minutes. Taco Bell's retirement community. So for those of you who are not in America, Taco Bell is a restaurant chain, a fast food restaurant chain that sells Mexican food, okay? Hispanic food. And I say quote unquote because it's been shown that it's really not real beef that they serve or chicken, but they're quite popular here in this country. And back when I was younger, I would eat Taco Bell all the time, okay? And so it seems that they have started notice the article says a retirement community. Now, in this country, unfortunately, I don't know how they do in other countries, but when our elderly or our elders get quite up in age, okay, we have what is called retirement homes, okay? So sometimes families can't take care of their parents or their elderly, and they will put them in a retirement home or a retirement community for their well-being. So other people can watch them. They usually have activities there, and they are usually fed. They have health care because the family may not be able to take care of them or have the resources. And so that's usually what's considered a retirement home or community. Here in my community, we have what's called a senior center. And this is a place where the seniors, and usually a senior in this country is considered like 55, 56 years old or older. They come every day and they do activities together with people that are their age. So it seems that Taco Bell has a retirement community, and they have sold out with over, let's find out how many members, but they have sold out their membership to a Taco Bell community in 3 minutes. Wow. This is going to be crazy. Let's see what the article says. It says, as I go back down, here we are. Taco Bell's early retirement community called the Cantinas opens August 17th through 18th in San Diego. And San Diego is located in California. The community was announced in early July with exclusive access reserved for rewards members who are 21 and older. Okay. Notice exclusive access. So exclusive access has to do with special privileges for a particular group. Okay, exclusive access. So you can't find out what is going on unless you have paid for access to it. So, for instance, exclusive access would be, for instance, on my channel, I have free English lessons, but for a couple of dollars a month, you would be granted exclusive access to getting perks and benefits that others may not have access to. So that's what exclusive access to means. Now, even more simpler, you could say in your home, when you have company, people come by your home, only family members can go in your bedroom, especially if you are an adult. So you may say, look, my bedroom is off limits to everyone. Only my spouse has exclusive access to the bedroom, to the bathroom. You can't use this bathroom. It's only reserved for certain people. Okay. Let's continue. The access includes weekend memberships with overnight accommodations for $150, as well as day passes for $50. Okay. So notice here, it says overnight accommodations. So when you go somewhere and you stay overnight, you would need somewhere to sleep. You would need somewhere to bathe. You would need somewhere to change clothes. And so those would be the accommodations. So while you stayed overnight, I would need accommodations. I would need something that is suitable for me to remain in a certain place until the next day. Overnight accommodations. Okay. Let's continue. According to the company, all memberships sold out in less than 3 minutes. Wow. According to the company. So based on what the company is saying, based on what certain officials have decreed, they are saying that all of the memberships sold out in 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. That's quite fast. Okay. 3 minutes, you're sold out. Wow. So this is something that's, as we would say, in demand. So the Taco Bell retirement community is in high demand, meaning many people want it. Many people desire it. Okay. For it to be sold out, we would say, man, it's hard to get. Okay. It's a hot ticket. Sometimes we would say, okay, it's a hot ticket. I tried to buy that shirt, but it's sold out in 3 minutes. It's in high demand. It's on fire. It's difficult to get. All right. Let's continue. To prepare or to get ready for its opening, the chain has added the Cantina's board of directors. So a board of directors are a special group of people that make certain decisions. A board of directors. Usually a board of directors is, it's found when it comes to a company, okay, or an organization. So for instance, Coca-Cola, the drink, because they are a public company, they have a board of directors. Okay. McDonald's is a public company. They have a board of directors. So in this retirement community, Taco Bell said, let's get a group of people to make certain decisions, a board of directors. Okay, let's continue. This is interesting. It includes the members of Retirement House, also known as your internet grandparents. Your internet grandparents. So in other words, they want people that have become members to feel like a part of a family. So they say, look at these board of directors, people that make decisions, as your internet grandparents. Okay. So for instance, Jay is your internet English teacher. Okay. But I can't be your grandparent because I'm too young. Maybe you could call me Uncle Jay. Maybe I could be an uncle, maybe a brother. You know, I don't want to be anybody else's daddy, but okay. So they're calling the board of directors internet grandparents. The group of 6 actors ages 70 through 85 or to 85 has amassed nearly 6 million followers on TikTok and 2 million followers on Instagram by parodying content houses filled with young creators. Okay, let's break this down. So, let's see. Amassed, ages 70 to 85 has amassed nearly 6 million followers. So to amass means to gather. Okay. So they have gathered 6 million followers. Okay. To amass means to gather. They have compiled. They have gotten people together. 6 million followers on TikTok. Do you use TikTok? I primarily use TikTok when I want to laugh. There are some hilarious videos on TikTok. And anytime I need a good laugh, or as we say, a gut-busting laugh, I go to TikTok. How do you use TikTok? I also use TikTok to find restaurants. Okay, my sons told me, hey, whenever you travel, put the city in and good restaurants in the search bar. And people on TikTok will tell you great places to visit when you go to a city that you are unfamiliar with. So TikTok is something that is beneficial to use. And these folks have amassed or gathered 6 million followers. That's a lot of people. And 2 million on Instagram. Now, I use Instagram, but not as much as TikTok. I actually have an Instagram page, but for some reason, I really can't get it going. So I do have a Instagram, and you can find that on my website right here at jbarksdaletv.com. But I do have an Instagram, and occasionally I post pictures or things to help you with English. I need to get that up and running a little bit better, but I have my hands full here on YouTube. So notice it says that they are parodying content houses. Okay, so to parodying, they are acting like something is real that really is not. A parody. So to act in a way like something is official or actually real, but it really is not. So they're basically, well, like it says, they're acting, okay, doing a parody. I'm trying to think, what's a good parody? So sometimes you will see a movie or a television show, and then there's a television show here in the United States called Saturday Night Live. And so what they will do is they will do a parody of a current event. So whenever Trump says something or does something, or Biden or Vice President Kamala Harris does something, Saturday Night Live will do a parody of that particular current event. So they'll have someone that looks like Trump, talks like Trump, looks like Biden, looks like Kamala Harris, and they will make jokes or make fun of that particular current event. So that's a great example of a parody. Let's continue. Also on the board is Joey. I don't even know how to say Joey's last name. Director of Retiree Vibes, who has nearly 750,000 TikTok followers. And Terry Joe, an influencer and comedian who is also known on Psychonic and who has 3.1 million TikTok followers. So they're getting comedians and actors to do parodies of what it's like, I guess, to be in a retirement home. You know what? I don't want to go to a retirement home. I want to be able to have the strength to keep living right here in my home. My neighbor, he is a retiree. Matter of fact, most of my neighbors are elderly men and women that have reached retirement age. Not all, but maybe, let's see, one, there's at least 4 on the street that I live, and thankfully they have enough strength and wherewithal to continue to enjoy life and take care of themselves at their own home, so they don't have to go to a retirement home or a retirement community. Okay, let's continue. This is quite interesting. We're rewriting the script for life beyond retirement. Okay, rewriting the script. So when someone says they are rewriting the script, they're basically saying that we're trying to do something different. We're trying to do something better. We're trying to rewrite the script. Sometimes people will say, hey, you need to think outside the box, or you need to do something different. That's what that phrase means. We're rewriting the script for life beyond retirement. The 6 of us are living proof that, like a fine wine, life can get better with age. Oh, great phrase there. So first of all, living proof. I'm living proof. I am an example. Living proof. Okay. I am living proof that, let's see. I am living proof that you can be young and happy. Okay. Or you might say, if you're single, I'm living proof that you don't have to be married to be happy. Okay. So, or you could say, I'm living proof that you can be married and happy. Okay. So I am an example. Or you might say, as a foreigner in a different country, look, I am living proof that you can move to this country and be successful. Or you might say, I am living proof that you can learn to speak English. You know, it's difficult. It's a lot to learn, But once you start speaking English, you can tell someone, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm living proof. Excellent. Like a fine wine, life can get better with age. I like that. So wine is said to taste better the older that it is. Okay, so they're saying like fine wine, things get better with age. Some people say when you get older, life gets better. Okay, you're more experienced, you're more mature. You've been around, as we would say. You've been around the bend. Okay, so life should be getting better. You make most of your mistakes when you're young. So as you get older, things should get better. So sometimes we say, you know what? Marriage is like fine wine. It gets better with time. Yeah. Most young couples, those first few years of marriage can be very stressful, but like fine wine, it gets better with time. Woo! Okay. What are some other things that get better with time? Okay. That's something to think about. So they're saying that, look, just because you're getting older and you're past the age of retirement, that does not mean you need to lay down and die. Life gets better just like fine wine. Let's continue. Retirement is anything but boring. It is an opportunity to spend quality time with your loved ones and play every day. Members of Retirement House said in a statement, "Excuse us as we live our best lives as the slow roasted seniors on the Cantina's board of directors and show a new generation how to sit back, relax, and enjoy the good life with their best friends." I like that. So that's a popular saying that we have here in America. I'm living my best life. So when you use that phrase, you're saying I'm enjoying life. I'm traveling, I'm hanging out with my family, I'm spending money, I'm going places, I'm doing things. I'm living my best life. And so that's a popular phrase you tell someone when you are enjoying life. So you may look at someone's picture on Facebook or Instagram and they're traveling or they're going to different restaurants. So you could say, wow, they're really living their best life. That's great. That's great. Okay, let's continue. Members of the board will host all weekend activities at the community, okay, which features signature Taco Bell design elements throughout, okay, a signature. So a signature design or something that is signature. So it's something that you're known for. Taco Bell is known for certain tacos. They're known for certain type of foods. So they will have signature Taco Bell meals. Okay. So when you come to my channel, I have signature activities. So you'll find that Jay's signature activities on his channel are his stories. Okay. Most of you have followed me and you enjoy my style because of my stories and how I teach. That's my signature. Okay. That's what makes me who I am. That's what makes me different. Okay. Let's see. Michael Jordan is a famous basketball player. He had some things. He had signature moves. He had a signature style. Michael Jordan was known for, playing with his tongue out. Paris. So the Paris Olympics. You ever notice that during the Olympics, they always show the Eiffel Tower? Okay, so the Eiffel Tower is a signature landmark. All right. So when you think the United States, what statue do you think of? What is the signature landmark when you think United States? The Statue of Liberty. Okay. So something that is signature, it's something that sets you apart. It's what makes you who you are. Let's continue. Those activities include early morning tea times. Tea times, that's golf, playing golf. Aerobics, that's exercising. Crochet classes. Crochet, it's crochet knitting, but it's usually making different blankets or cloths. You know, I had a neighbor, maybe I'll show it to you, but he's actually my neighbor's father. He's an elderly man, an older man. He was probably in his late 60s or 70. And when we went over there, he was crocheting. And he made several beautiful tortilla. I don't know what you would call it, but you use it to keep tortillas warm. Okay, and he crocheted and made it all by hand. I'll bring it on one of my next lessons and I'll show it to you. Oh, it's very beautiful. It's downstairs, and he made it by hand. So crocheting, arts and crafts, afternoon naps. So a nap, taking a rest or a sleep. Bingo. I like bingo. Lounging by the pool and pickleball, as well as an early bird dinner and 8 p.m. bedtime. Going to bed at 8 p.m. Oh, wow. Notice this. So bingo is a game that we play here in the United States where someone calls out a letter and a number and you get a card and you have to spell bingo either across or vertically or diagonal. And so they'll say B4 or C18. And so you have to fill out the card. And once you spell bingo, you shout bingo and you win. Bingo is always fun. Pickleball. Pickleball it's a new sport here in the United States that is become or has become very popular. And it's almost like tennis or ping pong. But you play it on the concrete on a court, and it's been very, very, very fun. And so I've never played pickleball, but it looks fun. As we continue and conclude, for rewards members who miss the membership cutoff or the deadline. Okay, so sometimes instead of saying a deadline, we will say a cutoff date. So for instance, let's say you are going to the airport and the airplane leaves at 8 o'clock. But you have to board and be on the airplane by 7:30. So the cutoff time to get on the airplane is 7:30. Okay, cutoff, the deadline. Taco Bell is offering free delivery from August 15th through 18th for orders that are at least $15. Also, rewards members have the chance to win an exclusive pickleball set from the cantinas via the Tuesday Drops page on the Taco Bell app, August 20 at 5 p.m. Wow, that concludes the story about the Taco Bell Retirement Center. I don't think I'd stay at a Taco Bell Retirement Center, even though those activities do sound quite appealing or fun. But that's just me. I'm a private person. I like to spend time in private settings. I'm not too much liking to be around a lot of people all the time. But hey, as we say in this country, to each its own. In other words, everyone's different. People like what they like. Well, because of the length of that story, I'm not going to reread it or read it at a faster pace. If you would like to do that, you can just rewind today's lesson and follow me back through the lesson. That's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have made it until the end, we have reviewed a number of vocabulary words from this story, and I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. And as always, I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I hope to see you then.